Again, to clear the main competition pool. Please clear the main competition pool. Swimmers, again, let's please clear the main competition pool. We need our top seeded heat of the women's 1500 freestyle down at parade staging to the lower left-hand side of the scoreboard balcony end of the pool. All right. Just a little less than 1 year from now, a couple blocks from here, Lucas Oil Stadium, that's where it's all going to happen. That's where the road to Paris starts for Olympic trials. It's going to be so awesome. Thank you for being here for our first night of finals competition, the 2023 NCSA Summer Swimming Championships. Tonight we're going to have competition in the 1500 free, the 800 free, 100 free, 200 back, 50 fly, and then we'll wrap up our evening with the 200 medley relay. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that you all please rise as you're able for the singing of our national anthem, tonight performed by Riley Freed of Long Island Aquatic Club.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's glass gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Outstanding job by Riley Freed of Long Island Aquatic Club. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's march out the top-seeded heat of the women's 1500 freestyle. Here they come. All right, competing here in lane one from Texas Ford Aquatics, Isabel Henderson. Lane two from Greenwich, YWCA, Penelope Lazar. 3 from Wilmington Aquatic Club, Kira Agnew. 4 for Rockville Aquatic, Madison Smith. 5 for Long Island Aquatic Club, Samantha Anderson. 6 for North Carolina Aquatic Club, Daisy Collins. 7 for CSP Tide Riders, Nora Lee Brown. And in lane 8 for Ole Swimming, Emma Kate Zanoli, the top-seeded heat in women's 1500 freestyle. Meet record of the women's 1500 freestyle, 16:33.94 by Rachel Stege, Fox Valley Swim Team in 2019. The Olympic trial cut time in the women's 1500 free, 16:45.69. Hundred meters into this heat, Madison Smith, Rockville Montgomery turns in at 104.10, ahead of Samantha Anderson of Long Island Aquatic Club, 104.75. Time final event, so we had a number of swims from earlier today, and the quickest time turned in was by Sasha Carafin. 17:23. Anderson third, Kira Agnew of Wilmington's Aquatic Club, lane 3. Kira Agnew into second position, lane 3. We will be parading in our 8 We will not be parading races. All of our 8 going forward, we need to have them down ready to go for that stage out and walk out for their heat. 400 saw Shakira earlier this afternoon. She was a 5:45.33. So Madison Smith ahead of that time at a 5:33.81. Still Agnew in second, 3 Samantha Anderson in lane 5. Turns for Madison, 7:48.71. Doing 50 splits in the 33.8 or so range, 39.69 last 50. swimming equal to or faster than she was, but she is picking up her pace. Thousand-meter turn, Madison Smith, 11:12.21. Anderson turns 11:24.22. And third, Nora Lee Browndow, lane 7, in third position. Casey Collins, North Carolina Aquatic, lane 6, coming up on Nora Lee Brown of Tide Riders in lane 7. .1200-meter turn here for Madison Smith. 13:29.40. Samantha Anderson, lane 5, 13:42.87. And now Daisy Collins of North Carolina Aquatic Club in front of Nora Lee Brown from Tide Riders. Madison Smith way back here for the 14-meter turn. Here he goes. And 2 more lengths to go for Madison Smith. Rockwell Montgomery gets around here with 100 to go. 15:46.82. Samantha Anderson with 2 lengths now. Daisy Collins third. Madison Smith. And Madison Smith for the time this evening, 16:52.08. Samantha Anderson, Long Island Aquatic Club, racing it in. Daisy Collins trying to close the gap. Not sure if there'll be enough real estate for that. Anderson does touch second, 17:10.29. And Daisy Collins, lane 6, 17:10.56. Nice job, ladies. Please welcome the top seeded men's 800 freestyle this evening. Lineup now in this heat, beginning in lane 1 for Petty Aquatic Association, Luke Brennan. 2 for Tsunami Swim Team, Derek Long. Lane 3 for Rockville Montgomery, Cooper Zecker-Kimney. 4 for Germantown Academy, Jonathan Freeman. 5 for CSP Tide Riders, Maxwell Marcus. In lane 6 for Tsunami Swim Team, Ellis Chrissy. 7 for Tsunami, Whitaker Stewart. And in lane 8 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Owen Dankirk. Top seeded heat in men's 800 freestyle. NCSA record, meet record in the men's 800 free, 7:58.79 by Giovanni Linshear of Coors Swimming in 2022. Quickest time turned in this event earlier today was by Clay Bowman of Lakeside Swim Team at an 8:16.99. And the Olympic trial cut time in the men's 800 free, 8:09.69. Hundred in, and Jonathan Freeman out front for Germantown Academy. 57.40 had a Luke Brennan, Petty Aquatic Association in lane 1. Brennan's turn at the 100, 57.56. Freeman at the 200, 158.85. Brennan in lane 1, 159.02. Third, we got Zucker Kimney in lane 3, 159.51. Now Luke Brennan, Petty Aquatic Association, lane 1 to the front at the 300, 3:00.57, ahead of Freeman in lane 4, 3:01.61. Brennan turns at the 400, 4:02.87, quicker than our lead swimmer from this afternoon. Zucker Kimney in lane 3, now into second position. Freeman in third. And fourth, Derek Long from Tsunami Swim Team, lane 2. Brennan's turn at the 500, 5:05.47. Zucker Kimney, lane 3, 5:07.60. Alice Chrissy of Tsunami, lane 6, now into third position, 5:08.40. Brennan's time at the 600, 6:08.01. 700 turn coming up here for Luke Brennan. There are the bells. 2 lengths left to go. Zachary Kemney now, 7:12.85. Chrissy third in lane 6, 7:13.78 with 2 lengths left. Luke Brennan, Petty Aquatic, 8:11.14. Zachary Kemney, second into the wall, lane 3, 8:14.40. And Ellis Chrissy in lane 6, 8:15.30. Meet our championship final heat of the women's 100 freestyle down at Parade Staging, please. Here's the E-final. E-final in the women's 100 freestyle. Lane 1 for Zionsville Swim Club, Ava Metzger. 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Elizabeth Suma. 3 for Academy Bullets, Claire Conklin. 4 for Academy is Susanna Kresnicki. 5 for Badger Aquatics, Jillian Huller. 6 for Huntsville Swim Association, Samantha Chan. 7 for North Carolina Aquatic, Yuri Brocken. In lane 8 for Texas Ford Aquatics, Ella Glass. Claire Conklin from Academy getting around first at the 50, 27.56. Head of Samantha Chan, Huntsville Swim Association, lane 6. And it's going to be Samantha Chan from Huntsville Swim Association, lane 6. First to touch in the E-final heat of the women's 100 free this evening, 58.12. And now the D final. Lane 1 for New Trier Aquatics, Leah Rogie. 2 for City of Lafayette Aquatics, Marie Lenrenau. 3 for Academy Bullets, Paige Kowal. 4 for Machine Aquatics, Selena Studkus. 5 for Zionsville Swim Club, Annabelle Swinney. 6 for City of Mobile, Peyton Williams. 7 for Lakeside, Sydney Brager. And 8 for Academy Bullets, Haley Lessick. Leading at the 50, Annabelle Swinney, lane 5 from Zionsville Swim Club. She's around at a 27.93. Head of Marie Lenrenau of City of Lafayette, 28.00. D final heat into the wall, and Peyton Williams of City of Mobile touching first, 58.06. And now the bonus final heat of women's 100 freestyle. Lane 1 from Chicago Wolfpack, Julietta Tracy. 2 for North Carolina Aquatic, Isabel Walk. 3 for Team Greenville, Lily Abdullah. 4 for Rockwood, Hayden Schussel. 5 for Germantown Academy, Sarah Freeman. 6 for Academy Bullets, Chloe Diner. 7 for Lakeside Swim Team, Ava Graziani. And lane 8 for Nova of Virginia, Riley Miklos. Out front at the 50, Juliet Tracy. Chicago Wolfpack, lane 1, 27.33 ahead of Sarah Freeman. Germantown Academy, 27.50. Into the wall they come, and touching first out of lane 5, Sarah Freeman, Germantown Academy, 57.15. And now the consolation final. Lane 1 for Rockville Montgomery, Andrea Warwick. 2 for Chicago Wolfpack, Isabella Chow. 3 for Dad's Club, Sydney Smith. 4 for Academy Bullets, Rebecca Rentz. 5 for Wilmington Aquatic Club, Rachel Buckrath. 6 for Ole Swimming, Josie Conley. 7 for Core Swimming, Campbell Chase. And a lane 8 for Rockville Montgomery, Madison Smith. Rachel Buckrath in lane 5, 26.98 ahead of Josie Conley. Ole in lane 6. NCSA meet record of the women's 100 freestyle, 54.73 by Camille Spink of 2022. Camille swimming for Nation's Capital. Rachel Buckrath, Wilmington Aquatic in lane 5, 56.23. Please welcome now onto the pool deck the championship final heat of the women's 100 freestyle. Lineup now for the championship final, beginning in lane 1 from Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. 2 for Waukesha Express, Ella Antoniski. 3 for Germantown Academy, Emily Hamill. 4 for Lakeside Swim Team, Haley McDonald. 5 for Waukesha Express, Olivia Weiner. Lane 6 for St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersberg. 7 for Academy Bullets, Sadie Murphy. And a lane 8 for Chelsea Piers Aquatic, Anam Alasware, in the championship final heat of women's 100 freestyle. Olympic trial cut time in the women's 100 freestyle, 55:79. Top seed Haley McDonald turned in at 27:05 this morning, and she's out 26.74. Much quicker. Oliswan, she's second in lane 8, 27:08. Ahead of Olivia Weiner in lane 5. Haley McDonald, Lakeside Swim Team in lane 4, touches in a time of 55.25. Better than the Olympic trial cut time, 55:79. E-final now in the men's 100 freestyle. Lane 1 for Franklin Regional, Ethan Price. 2 for Arlington Aquatic, Evan Ingram. 3 for Machine Aquatics, Ryan Graham. 4 for Zionsville Swim Club, Jake Terrera. 5 for Excel Aquatics, Benton Gruder. Lane 6 for Long Island Aquatic Club, Matthew Petler. 7 for St. Andrews Aquatics, Lucas Bailey. And lane 8 for Team Pittsburgh, Nazar Zakovsky. Lucas Bailey, lane 7, leading at the 50, 24:97. Ahead of Jake Terrera, lane 4 from Zionsville Swim Club. E-final coming into the wall. And first to touch, Benton Gruder for Excel Aquatics, 52:85. And now the D final. Lane 1 for Lakeside Swim Team, Zane Butt. 2 for Germantown Academy, Landon DiAriano. 3 for Texas Ford Aquatics, Braden Jones. 4 for Dad's Club, William Chapman. 5 for Coast Guard Blue Dolphins, Ryan Griffiths. 6 for CSP Tide Riders, Graham Zucker. 7 for Dad's Club, Nicholas Hensel. And lane 8 for Chicago Wolfpack, Peter Nolan. First to turn to the 50, Braden Jones, Texas Ford Aquatics, 24.99. Ahead of Zane Butt in lane 1, 25.17. Braden Jones takes the D final heat in a time of 52.35. Here's the bonus final in the men's 100 free. Lane 1 for Stingrays, Nathan Raridan. 2 for Waukesha Express, Carter Jewell. 3 for Kentucky Aquatics, Alex Oxenbein. 4 for Core Swimming, William Savarese. 5 for New Wave Swim Club, Enzo Solitario. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Seneca Auto. Lane 7 for Northwest Arkansas Aquatics, Yufang Yu. And 8 for Swim Streamline, Ty Kono. Odo out front, lane 6, 24.71. Ahead of Savarese in lane 4, 25.08. Looks like to be Seneca Odo, Kentucky Aquatics. Lane 6, he does touch first in a time of 51.95. Consolation final in men's 100 freestyle. Lane 1 for Huntsville Swim Association, Philip Walker. 2 for Suburban Seahawks, Khan Yeniai. 3 for Huntsville Swim Association, Luke Bedsole. 4 for Dad's Club, Alex Maeo. 5 for Mako Aquatics, Andrew Hansen. 6 for New Trier, Nicola Tedek. 7 for Stingrays, Noah Smith. And 8 for Huntsville Swim Association is Lance Young. Out in front at the turn, Nicola Tedek of New Trier, 24.52. Ahead of Luke Bedsole, Huntsville Swim Association. NCSA meet record of this event, 50.05 by Kason Wilborn, East Coast Aquatic of 2019. Nicola Tadek touches first into consolation final heat, 51.48. And we now bring out the championship final heat of men's 100 free. Lineup for this race beginning in lane 1 from Suburban Seahawks, Jake Wang. 2 for CSP Tide Riders, Joshua Knoll. 3 for Chicago Wolfpack, Joseph Countryman. Lane 4 for Machine Aquatics, Noah Dyer. 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush. 6 for Bulldog Aquatic Club, Adam Whittemeyer. 7 for Swim Streamline, Levi Tome. And in lane 8 for Lakeside Swim Team, Alexander Teesing. Championship final heat of men's 100 free. Off we go, the Olympic trial cut in the men's 100 free, 49.99. Dyer with our top time turned in this morning, turned at the 50, 24.38. Let's see who's leading this evening. And it is Noah Dyer. Quicker than this morning, 24.19. ahead of John Crush of Lakeside. And John Crush of Lakeside Swim Team, lane 5, into the front. He's going to touch first by half a body length in a time of 50.20. Here's the final in the women's 200 backstroke. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Avery Hannon. 2 for Rockwood Swim Club, Abby Luton. 3 for Affinity Aquatic, Laura Robertson. 4 for CSP Tide Riders, Madeline Krager. 5 for Petty Aquatic Association, Samantha Valesis. 6 for Long Island Aquatic Club, Reagan Freed, the national anthem singer this evening. Lane 7 from Lakeside Swim Team, Lillian Burkowski. And a lane 8 for the Tide Riders, Kate Punawert. Abby Luton, Rockwood Swim Club out front. Lane 2 at the 100, 108.44. Ahead of Madeline Krager of Tide Riders, who turns in a 108.58. Lane 7, Lillian Burkowski, Lakeside Swim Team, reaches for the wall, and she touches it first. In the E final heat, 220.57. Here's the D final in the women's 200 back. Lana Alley Dad's Club in lane 1. Lane 2 for Texas Ford Aquatics, Ella Glass. 3 for Atlanta Swimming, Juliana Jellick. 4 for Chelsea Pierce Aquatics, Peyton Foster. 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Carly Tyler. 6 for Tide Riders, Allison Maloney. 7 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Maris Immert. And in lane 8 for Stingrays, Finley Jullens. Peyton Foster at Chelsea Piers, lane 4, 106.66 ahead of Carly Tyler of Lakeside, 107.51. Foster at the 150, 141.53. Tyler still second in lane 5. And third, Elena Ally of Dad's Club in lane 1. Peyton Foster, Chelsea Piers brings it in. Wins the D final heat in a time of 2:16.41. Now the bonus final in women's 200 backstroke. Underway now in the bonus final heat, lane 1 for Ole Swimming. Catherine Tang, 2 for Lakeside Swim Team. Ava Graziani, 3 for Lakeside. Kate Brager, 4 for Northwest Arkansas Aquatics. Ellison Schrank, 5 for St. Croix Swim Club. Turin McGillis, 6 for Chelsea Piers. Alexandra Moore, 7 for Nova of Virginia. Lane Francis, and in lane 8 for Wilmington Aquatic Club, Caitlin Horning. Kate Brager, Lakeside Swim Team, leading in lane 3. Turns at the 100, 106.34, ahead of Caitlin Horning in lane 8 from Wilmington Aquatic Club, 107.48. Third, Alexandra Moore from Chelsea Piers, lane 6. Moving up on Kate Brager, Ellison Schrank, Northwest Arkansas Aquatics in lane 4 with half a length to go as these ladies race it down to the finish in a bonus final heat. Schrank into the lead in lane 4 now. Coming into my view now in lane 8, Caitlin Horning, Wilmington Aquatic Club. But winning the bonus final heat in lane 4, Ellison Schrank of Northwest Arkansas Aquatics, 217.82. Here's the consolation final heat in women's 200 backstroke. Lane 1 for Academy Bullets, Sadie Murphy. 2 for Rockville Montgomery, Andrea Dvorak. 3 for TNT Swimming, Lavinia Sim. 4 for Coast Guard Blue Dolphins, Phoebe Mayo. 5 for Blazing Barracudas, Claire Mihawk. 6 for Machine Aquatics, Elizabeth Bryan. 7 for Academy Bullets, Julianne McNamara. And in lane 8 for Zionsville Swim Club, Molly Simmons. Still looking for relay cards from Franklin Regional and Southeast Metro. Franklin Regional and Southeast Metro, you still need to get your relay cards turned in, please. NCSA meet record of the women's 200 backstroke, 209.84 by Alexandra Sumner, Suburban Seahawk, 2017. Phoebe Mayo, Coast Guard Blue Dolphins with a body length lead as she makes the turn at the 100 here in the consolation final heat of the women's 100 backstroke. She's around at a 104.93 ahead of Andrea Dvorak of Rockville Montgomery in lane 2. Phoebe Mayo, Coast Guard Blue Dolphins looking smooth as she touches in a 215.38 in this consolation final heat. Please welcome now as we bring out the championship final heat in women's 200 backstroke. Line up now in the championship final heat of this event. Lane 1 from Rockwood Swim Club, Alexis Cook. Lane 2 from Rockwood Swim Club, Sydney Schalk. 3 from Lakeside Swim Team, Charlotte Crush. Lane 4 for Team Greenville, Lila Buckner. Lane 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Haley McDonald. 6 for Germantown Academy, Emily Hamill. 7 for Germantown, Carly Bowles. And in lane 8 for Academy Bullets, Lauren O'Connor. in the championship final of the women's 200 backstroke. Got a great heat here this evening. Our championship final, the women's 200 backstroke Olympic trial cut in this event, 2:13.59. We have 4 ladies in this heat that swam quicker than the Olympic qualifying time standard in this event. And that would be Crush in 3, Bogner in 4, McDonald in 5, and Hamill in lane 6. Again, all 4 with preliminary swims this morning, quicker than the Olympic trial cut time. So fantastic. Charlotte Crush, Lakeside Swim Team, lane 3 going out on it. She turns 103.15 ahead of Emily Hamill, lane 6. Time of 104.00. And third, Sydney Shuck in lane 2. Charlotte Crush at the 150 this morning, her morning swim, 137.69. And she gets around this evening at a 136.59. Emily Hamill, second in lane 6. Bogner, third in lane 4. Getting a meet record, 2:09.84. Charlotte Crush. We have a meet record here this evening. Yes, we do. 2:09.71. That's our second meet record of the day. 2:09.71 by Charlotte Crush, Lakeside Swim Team in the championship final heat of women's 200 backstroke. Now the E final in the men's 200 backstroke. Lane 1 for Lakeside Swim Team, Clay Bauman. 2 for City of Mobile, James Andrews. 3 for Affinity Aquatic, Bence Burton. 4 for Lakeside Swim Team, Peyton Harrison. Lane 5 for Waukesha Express, Trey Smith. 6 for Germantown Academy, Brendan Fleck. 7 for Course Swimming, Chase Dye. And lane 8 for Team Pittsburgh, Tyler Turgeon. Leading the way here in the E final, Peyton Harrison of Lakeside. Lane 4, she turns in a 1:02.36, head of Brandon Fleck. Lane 6, 1:02.50. Brandon Fleck, Germantown Academy, lane 6, still out front. Field tightens up, right up against the wall, but Brandon Fleck does touch first. Lane 6 in a time of 2:08.44. Now the D final of men's 200 backstroke. Lane 1 for Team Pittsburgh, William Gow. 2 for Tsunami Swim Team, Nicholas Frank. 3 for Center Grove Aquatic, Henry Linus. 4 for Long Island Aquatic Club, Reed O'Connell. 5 for Nova of Virginia, Brady Gillian. 6 for Dad's Club Swim Team, Colby Williams. 7 for Atlanta Swimming, Elliot Renovian. And lane 8 for Chelsea Piers Aquatics, Chaz Jones. Around they turn at the 100 with Henry Linus, Center Grove Aquatic Club out front, lane 3, and a 1:01.78 ahead of Colby Williams of Dad's Club. Lane 6 and a 1:02.06. Third, Chaz Jones from Chelsea Piers. Teammates down underneath the scoreboard balcony and cheering these swimmers away in the water with Henry Linus, Center Grove Aquatics still out front of lane 3. Colby Williams, 2nd and 6. Finish coming up here in the D final of the men's 200 backstroke. And Linus fighting off Williams into the wall. Henry Linus, Center Grove Aquatic, wins the D final heat in a time of 2:08.58. Now the bonus final heat of men's 200 backstroke. Lane 1 from Zionsville Swim Club, Walker Matthijs, 2 for Stingrays. Samuel Voss, 3 for North Carolina Aquatic. Ian Platts Mills, 4 for Lakeside. Stephen Bailey, 5 for Academy Bullets. Sean Wayner, 6 for Chelsea Piers Aquatic. Owen Therington, 7 for Coast Guard Blue Dolphins. Ryan Griffith, and lane 8 for Rockville Montgomery, Quinn Marcianini. Turning at the 100 and out front, Owen Therington of Chelsea Piers, lane 6, 101.04, ahead of Sean Wayner, Academy Bullets in lane 5. $50 meters to go here in the bonus final heat of the men's 200 backstroke, with Therington still out front in lane 6 as he turned into 133.62 ahead of Sean Wayner in lane 5. Therington in 6 over in lane 2, Samuel Voss. Samuel Voss does get in there to take the bonus final heat at the last second, 206.20. Voss coming back in a 31.44. Here's the consolation final. Lane 1 for Suburban Seahawks, Zachary Oswald. 2 for Academy Bullets. Simon Machowski, 3 for Germantown Academy, Landon D'Ariano. 4 for Ole Swimming, Max Haney. 5 for Machine Aquatics, Tyler Whitaker. 6 for Huntsville Swim Association, Kristen Wester. 7 for Tide Riders, Joshua Knoll. 8 for North Carolina Aquatic Club, Cooper Nicholson. At the 100 turn, Tyler Whitaker from Machine Aquatics out front. Lane 5, 100.61 ahead of Max Haney of Ole. Lane 4 at a 100.63. D'Ariano third in lane 3. Now Max Haney into the lead, lane 4, as they turn at the 150, 132.67 with Christian Wester, second in lane 6. Max Haney Ole swimming, humming along here in lane 4. In the consolation final, he takes the heat in a time of 2:04.03. Now bringing out the championship final heat in the men's 200 backstroke. Line up here in the championship final heat, beginning in lane 1 from Chelsea Piers Aquatics, Parker Lenosi. 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Thomas Mercer. Lane 3 for Academy Bullets, Evan Conti. 4 for Academy Bullets, Braden Capon. Lane 5 for Chicago Wolfpack, Charles Tracy. 6 for Waukesha Express, Ryan Slonak. 7 for Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush. And in lane 8 for Tide Riders, Graham Zucker in the championship final heat of men's 200 backstroke. Championship final heat underway in men's 200 backstroke. NCSA meet record 159.19 by J.T. Ewing of Arlington Aquatic at last summer's championship meet. Olympic trial cut in the men's 200 backstroke, 2:01.69. "50 meters into this final with Braden Capon out front for our Academy Bullets, 28.20 ahead of Charles Tracy. Braden Capon with a 100 split, 58.16. Ahead of Charles Tracy, lane 5. Third is Evan Conti of the Bullets in lane 3, 59.96. Capon at the 150 this morning, 130.59. Let's see how he gets around this evening. 129.11. Braden Capon on his way back here in the championship final heat. Thomas Mercer, second in lane 2. Braden Capon, Academy Bullets, reaches for the wall, 2:00:34. Quicker than the Olympic trial time standard. In the men's 200 backstroke, 2:01.69. And there is one happy young man. You could tell by his reaction. Braden now be swimming at Lucas Oil Stadium just a couple blocks from here 1 year from now, trying to punch his ticket to Paris on Team USA. All right, now we take it up another notch. 50 butterflies coming up. We turn our attention to the scoreboard balcony end of the natatorium. This is going to be exciting. E-final now in the women's 50 butterfly. Rogie in 1, Vlesic in 2, Schmidt in 3, Matowitz in 4, Felicius in 5, Graziani in 6, Bynum in 7, and Colasar in lane 8. Hannah Schmidt of Lakeside, 28.38. Don't forget, we're going to be having a big awards break before we move into relays this evening, so we're going to need the top 8 finishers for everything that we've swum this evening over at award staging, which is outside the East Control Room. So we can do that awards ceremony again after our championship final heat of men's 50 butterfly. But now here is the D final in women's 50 butterfly. Underkofer in 1, Conley in 2, Austin in 3, Goodwin Burney in 4, Arroyo in 5, Velty in 6, Teng in 7, and Jones in lane 8. All right, taking the D final heat out of lane 8. Kinley Jones of Lakeside, 28.43. And now the bonus final heat in women's 50 fly. Brager in 1, Mihawk in 2, Sense in 3, Grimley in 4, Brager in 5, Chan in 6, Jimenez in 7, and Roden in lane 8. Taylor Grimley, Germantown Academy, 28.06 in the bonus final. And now the consolation final in this event. Chan in 1, Natnewski in 2, Fredericks in 3, Chow in 4, Alasware in 5, Keene in 6, Overly in 7, and McGann in lane 8. Out of lane 4, Isabella Chow, Chicago Wolfpack, 27.77. Now we bring out the championship final heat of the women's 50 butterfly. Swimming in lane 1 for Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. 2 for St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersper. 3 for Center Grove Aquatic, Laura Phipps. 4 from Lakeside. She set a new meet record in her preliminary swim this morning of a 26:85, Charlotte Crush. Lane 5 from Southeastern Swim Club, Audrey Crawford. 6 for core swimming, Eloise Williamson. 7 for Blazing Barracudas, Lily Mihawk. And in lane 8 for Academy Bullets, Rebecca Rentz, the championship final heat of women's 50 butterfly. Charlotte Crush with that new meet record in this event this morning, 26:85. Charlotte out in front, coming down here in the championship final this evening. Charlotte Crush all the way. Let's see what the time is. 26.18. Wow, she smashed the record from this morning of a 26:85. Tonight, 26.18. Outstanding swim by Charlotte Crush. E-final in men's 50 butterfly. Parsons in 1, Bailey in 2, Wilcox in 3, Conal in 4, Oler in 5, Yu in 6, Shiflett in 7, and Hedrick in lane 8. Taking the E-final heat, Yofang Yu in lane 6, 25.85. Here's the D final. Zexter in 1, Bailey in 2, Darden in 3, Puck in 4, Whitaker in 5, McDonald in 6, Abraham in 7, Whiteford in lane 8. Lucas Bailey, St. Andrews in lane 2. He touches in a time of 25:76. Here's the bonus final in men's 50 fly. Raritan in 1, Sidlicki in 2, Fleck in 3, Bedsole in 4, Lee in 5, Peterson in 6, Wolf in 7, and McKenzie in lane 8. Into the wall they come in the bonus final, and first to touch out of lane 8, Malcolm McKenzie of Arlington Aquatic Club, 25.57. Here's the consolation final. Wedemeyer in 1, Gray in 2, Nolan in 3, Johnson in 4, Bowers in 5, Duncan in 6, Austin in 7, and Solitario in lane 8. Bradford Johnson from Huntsville Swim Association, first to touch, 25.19. And we now bring out the championship final heat in the men's 50 butterfly. Lineup for this one beginning in lane 1 from Kentucky Aquatics, Seneca Odo. 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Alexander Teesing. 3 for Machine Aquatics, Ryan Graham. 4 for Kentucky Aquatics, Clark Coyle. 5 for Suburban Seahawks, Jacob Johnson. 6 for Stingrays, Noah Smith. 7 for XL Aquatics, Benton Gruder. And in lane 8 for New Trier Aquatics, Nicola Tedek in the championship final heat, a men's 50 fly. NCSA meet record in the men's 50 fly, 24.08 by Connor Black of Cats in 2013. Clark Coyle, Kentucky Aquatics, not too far off that with a swim of a 24.89. To see how these gentlemen bring it home this evening. Clark Coyle, Kentucky Aquatics out front in lane 4. On the wall in a time of 24.65. All right, swimmers, listen up. Award presentations coming up in just a moment. We need the top 8 finishers in each of our events that we've swum so far this evening over at award staging, which should be over by the outside the entrance to the East Control Room. They'll get you organized over there. Again, we need the top 8 from all the events we've swum up to this point in the meet, and we're going to do our award ceremonies before heading into our final event of the evening in the relays. Once again, we need to get organized over here, get through these awards ceremonies so we can move on to our final event of the evening, the 200 medley relays. Ready now for our first awards ceremony of the evening. That in the women's 1500 freestyle, ladies and gentlemen. In 8th place, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Claire Parsons. 7 from New Wave Swim Club, Isabel Monday. 6th place from Long Island Aquatic Club, Sasha Carafin. 5th from Texas Fort Aquatics, Isabel Henderson. 4th place from Tide Riders, Nora Lee Brown. 3rd place from North Carolina Aquatic, Daisy Collins. 2nd from Long Island Aquatic Club, Samantha Anderson. And your NCSA champion of the women's 1500 freestyle from Rockville, Montgomery, Madison Smith, in a time of 16:52.08. Thank you, ladies. Our next award presentation in the men's 800 freestyle. In 8th place from Tsunami Swim Team, Derek Long. 7 from Rockville, Montgomery, Alexander Wynn. 6th place for North Carolina Aquatic Club, Ian Platts Mills. 5th from Tsunami Swim Team, Whitaker Stewart. 4 for Lakeside, Clay Bowman. 3 for Tsunami, Ellis Crasisi. 2nd from Rockville, Montgomery, Cooper Zucker Kemney. And your NCSA champion in the men's 800 free from Petty Aquatic, Luke Brennan, at a time of 8:11.14. Thank you, gentlemen. Next up, the award presentation in women's 100 freestyle. In 8th place from Academy Bullets, Sadie Murphy. 7th from Germantown Academy, Emily Hemmel. 6th from Waukesha Express, Ella Atniski. 5th place from St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersberg. 4th from Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. 3rd place from Chelsea Piers Aquatics, Anam Ellisware. 2nd from Waukesha Express, Olivia Weiner. And your NCSA champion of the women's 100 freestyle from Lakeside Swim Team, Haley McDonald, in a time of 55.25. Thank you, ladies. The next award presentation in the men's 100 freestyle. In 8th place from Chicago Wolfpack, Joseph Countryman. 7th from Lakeside Swim Team, Alexander Teesing. 6th from Swim Streamline, Levi Tome. 5th from Tide Riders, Joshua Knoll. 4th from Bulldog Aquatic Club, Adam Wednemeyer. 3 from Suburban Seahawks, Jake Wang. 2nd from Machine Aquatics, Noah Dyer. And your NCSA champion in men's 100 free from Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush, in a time of 50.20. Thank you, gentlemen. Our next award presentation in the women's 200 backstroke. Here these ladies are up onto the awards podium. In 8th place from Academy Bullet Swim Club, Lauren O'Connor. 7th from Rockwood Swim Club, Alexis Cook. 6th from Germantown Academy, Carly Bowles. 5th from Rockwood, Sydney Shope. 4th place from Lakeside Swim Team, Haley McDonald. 3rd from Team Greenville, Lila Bugner. And 2nd place from Germantown Academy, Emily Hamill. And your NCSA champion of the women's 200 backstroke from Lakeside Swim Team, setting a new meet record in this event, breaking a record from this morning. Now a 2:09.71, outstanding performance by Charlotte Crush. Thank you, ladies. Correction on our 3rd place finisher. It's Lila Bogner from Team Greenville. Wanted to pronounce that correctly. Award presentation in men's 200 backstroke. In 8th place from Tide Riders, Graham Zucker. 7th from Chelsea Piers Aquatic, Parker Lenosi. 6th place from Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush. 5th place from Academy Bullets, Evan Conti. 4th from Chicago Wolfpack, Charles Tracy. 3rd place from Lakeside Swim Team, Thomas Mercer. Placing 2nd from Waukesha Express, Ryan Slonak. And your NCSA champion in men's 200 backstroke from Academy Bullets, Braden Capon, in a time of 2:00.34. Thank you, gentlemen. Our next award presentation, that in the women's 50 butterfly. In 8th place from Academy Bullets, Rebecca Rentz. 7th from Blazing Barracudas, Lily Mihawk. 6th place from St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersbert. 5th place from Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. 4th from Center Grove Aquatic Club, Laura Phipps. 3rd from Core Swimming, Eloise Williamson. 2nd place from Southeastern Swim Club, Audrey Crawford. And your NCSA champion of the women's 100 fly from Lakeside, setting a new meet record with her swim of a 26.18, Charlotte Crush. One more award presentation. Swimmers at this time, let's please begin clearing the pool. Relays coming up. And now the award presentation in the men's 50 butterfly. Once again, swimmers, let's please begin clearing the main competition pool. On the awards podium, the top 8 finishers in men's 50 fly. In 8th place from Kentucky Aquatics, Seneca Odo. 7th from New Trier Aquatics, Nicola Tadic. 6th from Excel Aquatics, Benton Gruder. 5th place from Machine Aquatics, Ryan Graham. 4 from Suburban Seahawks, Jacob Johnson. Third place from Lakeside Swim Team, Alexander Teesing. Second from Stingrays, Noah Smith. And the NCSA champion of the men's 50 butterfly from Kentucky Aquatics, Clark Coyle, with his swim of a 24.65. So that concludes our award presentations for this evening. 200 medley relays coming up, and we will be doing the award presentations for these 200 medley relays before we begin our final session tomorrow evening. Once again, swimmers, let's please clear the main competition pool. Swimmers, let's please clear the main competition pool. Let's wrap this evening up with 200 medley relays. Swimmers, once again, let's please clear the main competition pool. Coaches, officials, help us clear the main competition pool so we can start relays. Let's please get our timers and officials into their positions. Our first seats behind the block. Heat 1 of the women's 200 medley relay. Let's please clear the main competition pool. Timers into your chairs, please. All right, relay time coming up. Let's please clear the main competition pool. All right, we're going to start off our 200 medley relays, swimming the first three fastest heats of women's 200 medley relay. NCSA record in the women's 200 medley relay, a 154.97 by Nation's Capital Swim Club, 2019. All right, here we go. This is heat one of the women's 200 medley relay. Opens leading off for Pittsburgh, a lead in lane one. Sherman for Arlington Aquatic in two. Chan for Hutsville in four. Schrank for Northwest Arkansas in lane five. Francis for Nova of Virginia in six. McGillis for St. Croix in seven. And Lester for course swimming in lane eight. These are going to go quick. Northwest Arkansas front, lane five. Jenna Goggle now in the water for Huntsville in lane four. Ellis McGraw. And for Nova of Virginia in the lane six, Cassandra Bauer. Northwest Arkansas out front. Emma on the hill up next. Over in lane four for Huntsville Swim Association, Samantha Chan. And Arlington Aquatic in lane two, Sophie Frederick. Anchor swimmers at the ready. And underway for Huntsville now in lane four. That'd be Kara Jones. Second, Arlington Aquatic in lane two. Catherine Douglas. And for Northwest Arkansas in lane five, Lin Fang Yu. Ooh, look at this coming down to the finish. Lane four, Huntsville Swim Association. On the wall first at a time of 1:59.59. Heat two of women's 200 medley relay. Link leads off for Rockville Montgomery in one. Lambert for North Carolina in two. Canine for Tide Raiders in three. Lou for Long Island in four. Glass for Texas Ford in five. Watkins for Rockville Montgomery in six. Robinson for Rockwood Swim Club, lane seven. And Ally for Dad's Club in lane eight. Again, this is heat two of the women's 200 medley relay. Out in front after the first length, Texas Ford Aquatics in lane five, now underway. Jolie Felt for the Tide Raiders in lane three. Carolyn Fultz. And for Rockville Montgomery, there's C relay in lane one, Angela Kadori. Race tightens up here on the breaststroke. Out in front now is Tide Riders in lane three, Nora Rutkowski. Second, Texas Ford, lane five. Isabel crashed. And for North Carolina Aquatic in lane 2, Eva Bulke. On the way back, your anchor swimmers with Texas Ford out front in lane 5, Lily Powell. Tide Riders in lane 3, second, Campbell Porosky. And third, North Carolina, lane 2, Isabel Walk. Tide Riders, Campbell Morosky coming back, but lane 5, Texas Ford Aquatics. No, Tide Riders did get them there at the end, 159.73. Texas Ford coming on, but Tide Riders touching first, lane 3, a time of 159.73. This is heat 3 of the women's 200 medley relay. O'Connor leading off for the B relay for Academy Bullets. Lane 2, you got Hamill for Germantown Academy. 3, Conklin for Academy Bullets A. McDonald for Lakeside leads off in lane 4. Lane 5 for Long Island, Petalano. 6 for Chicago Wolfpack. Tracy, 7 for Chelsea Piers. Moore leads off, and in lane 8 for Lakeside, Brager. Second swimmer now underway, lane 4 for Lakeside. That'd be Georgia Kaler. Second for Germantown, Eliza Meth. And for Academy Bullets in lane 3, Bridget McCann. Lakeside swim team out front, Charlotte Crush up next for Lakeside. Second position, Chicago Wolfpack in lane 6, Maya Arroyo. And Academy Bullets, their A relay in lane 3 now, Rebecca Rentz. Anchor swimmers on the way back with Lakeside swim team, lane 4 leading Sydney Perkins. For Academy Bullets, lane 3, Sadie Murphy. And for Chicago Wolfpack in lane 6, in the anchor position, Isabella Chow. Lakeside swim team A, Sydney Perkins brings it in for Lakeside. Their time, 153.74. A new unofficial meet record in the women's 200 medley relay. Three heats up now for the men. Heat 1, men's 200 medley relay. Brandon leads off for Petty Aquatic in lane 1, Wolf for Arlington Aquatic in 2, Oler for Rockville Montgomery in 3, Tracy for Chicago Wolfpack in 4, Lenosi for Chelsea Pierce in 5, Walker for Huntsville Swim Association in 6, Credder for Long Island Aquatic in 7, Mattice for Zionsville in lane 8. NCSA record In the men's 200 medley relay, 142.49 by Arlington Aquatic Club, last year's summer championship. We got Chelsea Piers out front, lane 5. Felix Flagstead now in the water. Second position, Huntsville, lane 6, Alexander Withrow. Lane 6, Huntsville. Up next, Quintella Starden. Chicago Wolfpack, lane 4. Second position, Peter Nolan. And third is Rockville in lane 3, Andrew Wong. Chicago Wolfpack out front, anchoring Joseph Countryman. Second position, Huntsville in lane 6. Jonathan McDonald underway. And for Rockville Montgomery in lane 3 is Jonah Ginsberg. And while they come, very close, but touching first, Chicago Wolfpack in lane 4 in a time of 1:46.09. Heat 2 of the men's 200 medley relay. Grossman leading off for Dad's Club in lane 1. Voss for Stingrays in 2. Fleck for Germantown in 3. Oswald for Suburban Seahawks in 4. O'Connell for Long Island Aquatic in 5. Zexter for Ole in 6. Smith for Waukesha Express in 7. Dye for Course Swimming in lane 8. Again, this is Heat 2 of the men's 200 medley relay here this evening at the IU Natatorium. Out front, Germantown Academy, lane 3, Andrew Zhao now underway. Second, Suburban Seahawks, lane 4, Jake Wang. And third, well, actually we had a tie for second between Suburban in lane 4 and Dad's Club in lane 1. So underway for Dad's Club is Larkin Helmet. Jacob Johnson up next for Suburban Seahawks in lane 4. Germantown Academy, their A relay, second in lane 3. Landon D'Ariano. And third, Ole Swimming, their A relay in lane 6. Max Haney. Charlie Nenchev to anchor for Suburban Seahawks in lane 4. Ole Swimming still in second, lane 6. Isaac Davis anchoring. And for Germantown Academy, third in lane 3, Jonathan Freeman. Suburban Seahawks putting up a time of 1:43.42. Heat 3 for the men. Tetracroft leads off for Huntsville in lane 1. Mislow for Eagle Swim Team in 2. Whitaker for Machine Aquatics in 3. Crush for Lakeside in 4. Marcionini for Rockville Montgomery in 5. Rutenbach for Swim Streamline in 6. Johnson for Kentucky Aquatics in 7. And Tap for Lakeside in lane 8. Again, it's heat 3 of the men's 200 medley relay. With Lakeside out in front. Wilson York now underway. Huntsville second in lane 1. Jackson Frazier in the water. And third for Swim Streamline in lane 6, Tyler Tenenberger. Up next for Lakeside in lane 4, Thomas Mercer. In lane 6 for Swim Streamline, Ty Conley. Huntsville in lane 1. His third position, Bradford Johnson. Anchoring for Lakeside in lane 4, Alexander Teesing. Huntsville now in second with Luke Bedslow in the anchor slot. And for Swim Streamline in lane 6, Levi Tome. NCSA record 142.49 by Arlington Aquatic Club at last summer's championship meet. And here comes Lakeside swim team into the wall like a bullet, touching at a time of 143.42. Now from here on out, we start alternating women's and men's 200 medley relays. This is heat 4 for the women now. Maloney leads off for Tide Raiders in lane 1. Mihawk for Blazing Barracudas in 2. Lowe for Suburban Seahawks in 3. Parsons for Fast Tigers in 4. Simmons for Zionsville in 5. Quang for Arlington Aquatic in 6. Purdue for Affinity Aquatic in 7. And Zentz for Eagle Swim Team in lane 8. Second swimmer underway now for your leaders. Blazing Barracudas in lane 2. That'd be Sophia Jimenez, Zionsville Swim Club. Second in lane 5, Madeline Aiken. And third, Suburban Seahawks in lane 3, Taylor Tegler. Zionsville Swim Club looks to have the edge in lane 5. Zionsville is out front. Annabelle Hermazinski up next. Second, Blazing Barracudas in lane 2, Lily Mihawk. And third is Suburban Seahawks in lane 3, Caitlin Colasar. Blazing Barracudas in lane 2, Meredith Stewart to anchor. There she goes. Second now in lane 8, Eagle Swim Team, Aaron Biddy. And third at the 150, Seahawks Suburban. Lane 3, you got Gemma Underkoffler in the water now. Blazing Barracudas in lane 2, their time 159.41. Here's heat 4 for the men. Seshaw leads off for Texas Ford in lane 1. Capon for Academy Bullets in 2. Richardson for Excel Aquatics in 3. Burton for Affinity Aquatic in 4. Gow for Team Pittsburgh in 5. Zucker for Tide Riders in 6. Linus for Center Grove in 7. And Julian for Nova of Virginia Aquatics in lane 8. Academy Bullets, lane 2 out front. Tyler Connor now in the water. For Center Grove in lane 7, Isaac Lewis. And for Tide Raiders in lane 6, Daniel Garza. XL Aquatics out front. Jonathan Lay now underway. Second, Tide Riders in lane 6. Julio Suarez and Academy Bullets in lane 2. Third position, Aiden Puck. Here are your anchor swimmers with Excel Aquatics out front. Michael Pruitt. For Tide Riders in lane 6, Joshua Knoll. And for Academy Bullets in lane 2, Sebastian Leal. Charging back, Sebastian Leal. Going at it with Michael Pruitt of Excel in 3. Let's see, but your winner for Heat 4 for the men is Tide Riders in lane 6 at a 147.42. Heat 5 for the women. Wedeking leading off for Kentucky Aquatics in 1. Gersper for St. Andrews in 2. Stefanik for Ole Swimming in 3. Collins for North Carolina in 4. Bryan for Machine Aquatics in 5. Foster for Chelsea Piers in 6. Corning for Wilmington Aquatic in 7. And Velti for Astra Area Aquatics in lane 8. St. Andrews out front. Alexandra Erickson up next. Machine Aquatics, lane 5, second. Megan Cleaver. And Chelsea Piers in lane 6. Sabrina Hobart. Underway for Machine Aquatics in lane 5, Caitlin Estes. For Ole Swimming in lane 3, Catherine Tang. And for St. Andrew, lane 2, Logan Zalowinski. Chelsea Piers out front, lane 6. Ian Ellisware in anchor position. Second, Kentucky Aquatics in lane 1. Carolyn Bating. And for Ole Swimming in lane 3, Josie Connolly. Connolly coming in for Ole in lane 3. 159.72. Heat 5 for the men. Wolf leads off for Rockwood in lane 1. Frank for Tsunami in 2. Tipton for Chicago Wolfpack in 3. Platts Mills for North Carolina Aquatic in 4. Hall for Franklin Regional in 5. Therington for Chelsea Piers in 6. Williams for Dad's Club in 7. And Matuski for Academy Bullets in lane 8. Academy Bullets lane 8 out front. Mason Smith now underway. Chelsea Piers in lane 6 second. Chaz Jones. And third, Chicago Wolfpack in lane 3. Jack Heinlein Precial. Chicago Wolfpack out front, lane 3. Aaron Gorovic up next. There he goes, second position, Dad's Club in lane 7. Ian O'Neill, and third is Bullets in lane 8. Tanner Stumpenhorse. Stephen Grew to anchor for Wolfpack in lane 3. Second Academy Bullets in lane 8. Isaac Sherman underway. And Cameron Brenton for Dad's Club in lane 7. Chicago Wolfpacks B relay in lane 3. On the wall in a time of 1:47.08. Heat 6 for the women. Crawford leads out for Southeastern Swim Club in 2. Vidito for Franklin Regional in 3. Maruzic for Waukesha Express in 4. Wimberley for Texas Aquatics, or Texas Ford Aquatics in lane 5. And Jolens for Stingrays in lane 6. Southeastern Swim Club, lane 2 out front. Julia Kiley up next. Actually, Stingrays were out front. So Evelyn Deserinek in the water now. And for Southeastern, Julia Kiley. And third, Waukesha Express in lane 4, Avery Larson. Stingrays still in the lead, lane 6. Addie Rice up next. We had a tie for Waukesha Express here at the 100 between Waukesha Express and Southeastern. For Waukesha Express, Ella Antoniewski underway, and Kylie Zoller for Southeastern in 2. Stingrays in the lead, Rose Jones anchoring. Waukesha Express, lane 4, second, Olivia Weiner. And third, Southeastern Swim Club in lane 2, Ashley Sapel. Waukesha Express coming up on Stingrays at the end, and Waukesha Express does touch first. Big final 50 by Olivia Weiner there. She split at 25.67. And Waukesha Express on the wall in a time of 1:59.75. Heat 6 for the men. Serena leads off for Eagle Swim Team in lane 1. Premiere for New Wave in 2. Bittner for Swim Streamline in 3. Yao for Texas Ford Aquatic in 4. Turgeon for Team Pittsburgh Elite in 5. Kuntz for Zionsville in 6. Mater for Mako Aquatics in 7. And Parsons for Fast Tigers in lane 8. New Wave out front in lane 2. Joseph Capo. Second, Zionsville in lane 6. Lewis Sams, and third, Team Pittsburgh in lane 5, Zachary Schuster. Lewis Sams here for Zionsville on the breaststroke. Zionsville out front, Gavin Coggin now underway. Team Pittsburgh next to Zionsville, lane 5, Joshua Grumenstein. And for Swim Streamline, they're third in lane 3, Jackson Lendahl. Zionsville still out front with Gabriel Berry anchoring. Lane 6, second position, Swim Streamline in lane 3, Dylan Avery. And third at the 150 was Team Pittsburgh in lane 5, Hunter Raymer. Swim Streamline charging back in 3, but first to touch is Zionsville Swim Club in lane 6. Zionsville's time, 1:49.20. Two more relay heats to go. Heat 7 for the men. June leads off for Southeastern Swim Club, lane 1. Malone for City of Lafayette Aquatics in 2. Osborne for Tie Riders in 3. Hickey for Machine Aquatics in 4. Walters for Arlington Aquatic in lane 5. Jaron for Carolina Aquatic in 6. And Eford for Swim Houston in lane 7. Tide Riders out front, lane 3, Alexander Theodos now. Second was Carolina Aquatics in lane 6, Calvin Shaper. And third, Swim Houston in lane 7, Gideon Swan. Machine Aquatics out front, Anderson Church. Second, Carolina Aquatics in lane 6, William Gray. And third, Southeastern Swim Club in lane 1, Derek Robeson. Carolina Aquatics in the lead now, lane 6. Benjamin Pritchard. For Machine Aquatics in lane 4, Charles St. Louis. Southeastern Swim Club, Jack Warren. Machine Aquatics bringing it home in lane 4. They touch in a time of 1:48.34. Heat 8 for the men. Foster leading off for Bowling Green in 3, Yout for Kentucky Aquatics in 4, and Haverman for Southeast Metro Sharks in lane 5. This is our final heat of day 1, 2023 NCSA Summer Swimming Championships here at the Ian Auditorium in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. Kentucky Aquatics out front. Elijah Grinke now underway for Bowling Green in lane 3. Ewan Fisher and Gunnar Siversen for Southeast Metro in lane 5. B. Jackson Liao for Kentucky Aquatics in lane 4. Over in lane 3 for Bowling Green, Ian Sander and Neil Abramson for Southeast Metro Sharks in lane 5. Brady Miller will anchor for Kentucky Aquatics in lane 4. Second position in our final heat of the day here. Lane 5 for Southeast Metro Sharks, Morgan Gillard. And for Bowling Green in lane 3, Joel Hernandez. And Kentucky Aquatics touching in a time of 1:50.97. Again, that does wrap up day 1 of 5 in the 2023 NCSA Summer Swimming Championships. Thank you to our USA Swimming officials. Swimmers, like, what do we got, like 3 meet records today? Outstanding start for this championship meet. Want to thank our volunteers, and let's see, tomorrow's lineup. Let's take a look at that. 200 freestyle, 400 IM, 100 breaststroke, 200 butterfly, 100 backstroke. We've got 200 and 400 free relay. Different relays for men and women tomorrow as we alternate some of the events between men and women on different